What's up, future Virginia Beach residents? Joffrey here, and if you just got orders to Virginia Beach, you're probably wondering, is this going to be amazing, or am I just going to hate my life for the next 2 to 4 years? Well, buckle up, because I'm about to give you the unfiltered truth about what it's really like getting stationed in Virginia Beach, Virginia. No sugarcoating, no real estate fluff, just straight facts from someone who's been in the military and someone who's helped hundreds of military personnel make this move. As always, my friends, my name is Joffrey Whiteside, your friend in real estate and top 1% realtor here in the Virginia Beach and Hampton Roads area. It's our goal with this channel to be your #1 resource for all things you need to know about relocating to Virginia Beach and the surrounding areas. We aim to provide you with the most relevant, practical, and reliable information you can find on the internet and off the internet. And if you decide to relocate to Virginia Beach, I would love to be that realtor that you choose to work with. My team and I helped over 70 families in 2024, and we would love to help you and yours in 2025 and beyond. Please do me a favor, send me an email or a text. My information is below. Hit that subscribe button right now, because this channel is your tactical advantage for military moves. And trust me, you're going to want this intel before you PCS. Let's start with what everyone asks about, the weather. And yeah, it's pretty good, but let me break down what pretty good actually means here. The summers, you're looking at mid 80s to low 90s from June through September. But here's what the tourism brochures won't tell you. The humidity is real. We're talking about 70 to 80% humidity on a regular. You'll step outside and immediately feel like you're wearing a wet blanket. But hey, you're literally living near the beach, so you can always take the short drive to the ocean just to cool off. The winters, this is where Virginia Beach shines. While your buddies up north are scraping ice off cars in February, you'll be wearing a light jacket with high 50s. And as far as snow, maybe once a year, but it's gone within 24 hours. The city shuts down because nobody knows how to drive, but honestly, it's kind of hilarious. Let's address the elephant in the room. Yes, hurricanes are a thing, but direct hits are rare. Most of the time you're dealing with tropical storms. That means a day off of work and some wind. The real issue is nor'easters in the winter. Those can actually be worse than hurricanes for flooding. The sweet spots, April through June and September through November. The chef's kiss perfect weather. This is when you'll actually understand why people retire here. Here's something that will make you smile. Your BAH actually goes pretty far here compared to places like San Diego or maybe Washington, D.C. When you compare BAH in Norfolk to somewhere like San Diego, the difference isn't just dollar amount, it's in how far the housing allowance stretches. For example, an E5 with dependents in Norfolk receives around $2,300 per month, while the same rank in San Diego receives around $3,900. On paper, San Diego looks higher, but the cost of housing there is dramatically more expensive. In Norfolk, $2,300 can cover a solid 3-bedroom single-family home near base or modern apartment with amenities. In San Diego, most people find themselves compromising on space, location, and commute time. Bottom line, your BAH may be lower in Norfolk, but your dollar goes a lot further. If you maintain your home state residency somewhere with no state income tax, Virginia can't touch your military pay. That's money back in your pocket every single month. VA loans are king here. The entire area is built for military buyers. I've closed VA loans in 21 days using the right lender, inspector, and title company. They really know how to work with military personnel. Plus, you can buy a house, live in it during your tour, then rent it out when you PCS. I've seen military personnel build legitimate rental empires doing this. As far as property taxes go, they're reasonable. You're not going to get crushed like you would in Northern Virginia or even New Jersey. All right, let's talk about where you're actually going to live, because location is everything in Virginia Beach. First location is the Oceana area. This includes Dam Neck and Red Mill. If you're getting stationed at Oceana, this is your sweet spot. You can literally bike to work. Newer homes are everywhere. We're talking 2010s and newer builds with open floor plans, modern kitchens, and 2-car garages. The downside, you will hear jets all the time. F-18 Super Hornets taking off at 6 a.m. becomes your alarm clock. Some people love it, others not so much. The noise easement program means a little bit more affordable housing, but also constant jet noise. The next area is Virginia Beach Town Center area. This is Virginia Beach's attempt to downtown. High-rise apartments, shopping, restaurants, nightlife, and it's super accessible. We're talking about luxury apartments with rooftop pools, granite countertops, and a lot of luxury services. Perfect for anyone who likes accessibility and really being in the mix. It's on the more expensive side to live in this area, but it's also convenient. Expect $1,700 plus for a nice 1-bedroom. The next few areas we're going to discuss are right outside Virginia Beach in Chesapeake. Here's a secret: a lot of Virginia Beach military live in Chesapeake. Bigger houses, newer neighborhoods, areas like Greenbrier, Grassfield, Great Bridge, and Hickory. Your dollar goes further for 4-bedroom houses with 2-car garages for the same price as a 3-bedroom townhouse in Virginia Beach. Plus, it's still a reasonable commute from Oceana via Route 168. Now it's time to head back to Virginia Beach. The Salem/Kempsville area features established neighborhoods like Salem Woods, Glenwoods, Salem Lakes. Most of the homes were built in the late 1980s through early 2000s, giving them plenty of character while still being modern and well maintained. Living here means you're right in the middle of it all. Just 20 minutes to oceanfront, 20 minutes to downtown Norfolk, and less than 15 minutes to Virginia Beach's town center. It's a prime spot for people who want space, convenience, and true suburban feel without giving up easy access to the rest of Hampton roads. Next up, we got Chic's Beach. Tucked along the Chesapeake Bay, Chic's Beach offers a laid-back coastal vibe with a true neighborhood feel. Instead of high-rise hotels and heavy crowds, you'll find locals walking their dogs, riding their bikes, or relaxing at one of the many beach access points. Homes range from classic beach cottages to modern townhomes and new construction, giving you a mix of charm and convenience. Living here means you're just steps away from the sand, with local favorites like Buoy 44, HK on the Bay within walking distance. Plus, you're talking about 15 minutes from both Naval Station Norfolk and Virginia Beach Town Center. It's the perfect spot for those looking for a relaxed beach lifestyle while still being connected to the city. All right, the next area we're going to talk about is the Shore Drive Corridor. Chesapeake Bay waterfront living. Some of the most expensive real estate in Virginia Beach, but also some of the most beautiful. Private beaches, boat access, $1 million views. Now it's time to talk about the rural part of Virginia Beach, Pungo. You have farm, horses, and space. You can buy 5+ acres and build your dream house. This area is perfect for anyone who wants privacy and don't mind a longer commute to base. Some people buy land here as investments and build custom homes for retirement. Now it's time to take a dive into the lifestyle. And this is where Virginia Beach, I feel, really shines. You got the beach life. You're living on 35 miles of coastline, oceanfront boardwalk, First Landing State Park, amazing for hiking and camping, and beaches that aren't overcrowded, except for maybe for July 4th weekend. The food scene here is actually legit. Catch 31 for high-end seafood, Waterman's for the best orange crushes on the planet, and don't even get me started on the craft beer scene. You have Green Flash, Back Bay Brewing, Smart Mouth. These guys are doing it right. For outdoor activities, you have kayaking in the Back Bay, fishing charters year-round, golf courses everywhere, and the Chesapeake Bay Bridge Tunnel is one of the coolest drives on the East Coast. As far as nightlife, the oceanfront has everything from dive bars to rooftop lounges. Town Center has more of an upscale scene, and just remember, summer weekends bring tourists and tourists brings traffic and crowds. As far as day trips are concerned, you're about 3 hours away from DC, you're about an hour to an hour and a half away from the Outer Banks, and about 4 hours away from the mountains. You can ski in the morning and surf in the afternoon. Okay, maybe not in the same day, but you get it. All right, now it's time for some truth medicine, because it's not all sunshine and beach days. Traffic is brutal. The Hampton Roads Bridge Tunnel will become your nemesis. Summer Friday afternoon going to Norfolk, plan on an hour for a 20-minute trip. The Monitor Merrimack Bridge Tunnel backs up during rush hour. And don't even think about crossing the tunnel during the accident. Next up, we have tourist season, Memorial Day through Labor Day. This place gets crazy. The oceanfront becomes a zoo and parking is impossible. And restaurant waits are ridiculous. Learn to avoid certain areas during peak times. Another thing you have to consider is flooding. This is real talk. Certain areas flood during heavy rain or high tides. King tides can put water in your streets and even on sunny days. Make sure you check the FEMA flood map before you make the move. Flood insurance may be required. Next up, we have hurricane prep. Even if direct hits are rare, you'll spend every September watching the weather, making sure you have water, batteries, and a plan. It becomes a routine, but it's still a thing. Another thing to consider is humidity. I mentioned this earlier, but let me emphasize. June through August will have you sweating walking to your mailbox. Your electric bill will reflect the constant AC usage. All right, let's talk about where you'll actually be working, because Virginia Beach has more military installations than most people realize. First base is Naval Air Station Oceana. This is a big one, the master jet base for the East Coast, home to 17 F-18 Super Hornet squadrons in the Navy's Fighter Wing Atlantic, located in the southern part of Virginia Beach off of Oceana Boulevard. If you're Navy aviation, this is probably where you're headed. The base is huge. We're talking about 5,000 plus active duty personnel. Traffic gets crazy during shift changes, so live close or learn the back roads. The next one is Joint Expeditionary Base Little Creek / 4th Story. Technically Norfolk, but right on the Virginia Beach border. This is where Navy SEALs, Special Warfare Units, and amphibious forces call home. The Fort Story portion sits right on Cape Henry with some of the most beautiful oceanfront views of any military installation. If you're stationed here, you're literally living and working on the beach. Next up we have Dam Neck. This is Navy's technical training hub located between Oceana and North Carolina border. Specialized in combat systems, cryptology, and information warfare. Smaller base, but very technical mission. Housing options nearby are limited, so most people live closer to Oceana or even Chesapeake. Pro tip, most military personnel in Virginia Beach are connected to Naval Station Norfolk, Oceana, Little Creek, or Dam Neck. The base you're assigned to will heavily influence where you want to live. Don't underestimate the daily commute and Hampton Roads traffic. Alright, here's a few of my pro tips before you PCS. Get flood insurance quotes if you're in a flood zone before you buy. Learn the back roads to avoid traffic tunnel. Embrace the humidity, you'll get used to it. Take advantage of the outdoor lifestyle while you're stationed here. And the final one is, if you buy a house, think about keeping it as a rental property for the future. Red flags to watch for. Houses in flood zones without proper elevation, commutes that require tunnel crossing during rush hour, deals that seem too good to be true because they usually are. Look, every duty station has its pros and cons. Virginia Beach's pros significantly outweigh the cons for most military personnel. You've got great weather most of the year, reasonable cost of living, and tons of stuff to do in the community that actually appreciates military personnel. If you found this video helpful, smash the like button and subscribe for more PCS content. Drop a comment below with your questions. I'll read every single one and I will respond. And hey, if you're actually making this PCS move and need help with the home buying or selling process, hit me up. My information is below. I've got the connections and experience to make your move smooth instead of the usual military PCS nightmare. Until next time, my friends, take care.